put it like this: we just got a lot of miserable people out
Yeah.
here. They don't have to stay miserable. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
That's like for me. You know,
They just want to be miserable and they don't want to find solutions.
yeah. I mean, that's like 85% of the time I'm
Mm.
online, man. I'm
Yeah.
smiling, man. Hey, yo, what up?
Yeah.
I'm smiling, man. I'm showing
Because
like,
someone has to provide it. So it's like it's got to be a choice whether they accept it or not. Because like so many people on an everyday basis, they just want to just throw whatever out there, say whatever out there without even thinking about what they're saying before they say it. So, and they don't care who they're offending, they don't care who they're affecting. It's just, you know,
yo,
if we
real.
took that time to care more
Mhm. Yeah,
about and think before we just speak reckless, then we just need to just take that care before we do stuff.
facts.
Mm,
I mean, yo, you gotta understand in my line of business, right?
yeah.
And me being a black man as well,
Mm,
my smile offends people
mm,
because, well, like you never been around me, but
mm,
I'm talking about like you only seen what you seen online, but just throughout
yeah.
my days, man, I'm speaking to people, I'm hugging people, I'm slapping fives, I'm
Right.
I'm I'm you know just doing what I do, and
Mm,
for a lot of niggas that offends people, and I gotta watch myself around a lot of niggas because a lot of a lot of niggas don't know how to be happy. I don't know how else to say it.
yeah.
A lot of
I
niggas
think with
don't know how.
me, it was kind of like the opposite as well.
Hmm.
Like I kind of go through a similar thing, but with me, it's the opposite. Like with women, like I feel like there's a disconnect between me and other women. Like whereas they would always be in their groups doing their thing, and then with me, it's kind of like I'm just on the outside, sort of like, you know,
Mm,
there's not that much connection between me and other women. But like I've got to the point where, you know, I try and I say my piece, but at the end of the day, I've got to accept that they're the way that they are. Like I'm not going to try and change them. It's not, you know,
mm,
they either accept what I'm saying or they don't, you know.
facts.
Mm.
Yeah, man. Sometimes you could, I don't know, man. Like you could just offend people, man, and that's very unfortunate. Like a lot of people don't
A
have.
lot of it is just envious. It's envious, and it could be just jealousy. I don't know. It
Well,
because
well,
I think a
it's
lot of
like this.
people deflect a lot of issues that they may have, and then they see a guy that's come along and he's got it all together, and
A lot
it
of
probably
black
makes them
men.
feel a way. So, yeah.
Yo, hold on for a second. A lot of
Okay.
black men are caught in the confines of
Hmm.
which society want us to be as black men.
Yeah.
So either in Black America, I'm talking about in the United States,
Mm.
you might either be like a cool ass athlete type of dude,
Yeah.
or you like Steve Urkel or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, that's kind of what they want us to be. But for me, I'm like a hybrid, man. I get along with anybody. I can get along with
Yeah.
guys on the corner,
Yeah.
some of guys that bust their gun. I can get along with those guys, and I
Yeah.
get along with the nerdy types.
Right.
It don't really matter to me, man. I can find a common ground. So, and it's a lot more black men out here like me than
Mm.
we'll even give credit for. You know what I'm saying? I can go to any setting and just do me. And it
Yeah.
don't bother me like that. I got all
Yeah.
kind of friends. I'm talking about homeboys and stuff like that from all kind
Yeah.
of backgrounds, man. So
Yeah.
a lot of black men are caught up in the confines of what society want us to be, and
Yeah.
not being real with ourselves. This is why you have a lot of black men with 3, 4 different personalities. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't know how to be themselves. When they around
Yeah, a
a
lot
group of
is
people,
in your mind. A lot of it is in your mind.
nah, these niggas is just crazy. Yo, it's like this.
Mm. Yeah.
In some ways, society
Yeah.
makes it hard for black men to really express themselves because there's
Right.
repercussions behind it. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of black men, let's say you work with 98% white folk or something like that.
Yeah.
Only a couple black people there. Um, you're not going to go to your job and have on kente cloth. You're not going to go
Yeah.
to your job and be outspoken and stuff like
Mm.
that. It's just not going
Yeah.
to happen. It's just not going to happen. So
Mm.
a lot of black men have to suppress who they really are. So
Yeah.
we call it code switching.
Mm.
We call it code switching. So when they go to work, they like this. You know what I'm saying? They talking
Yeah.
proper. As soon as they get to the
Yeah.
parking lot, they're like, yo,
Mm.
what up, nigga? Slapping fives, giving dap, woo, woo, woo.
Mm.
And then when they go to the hood to see their family, they act this way. And then
Completely
when they get back
different.
home, maybe
Mm.
suburbs, they act that. It's a lot of black men have to vacillate through many
Yeah.
different personalities and shit.
Mm.
And that really does a number on our psyche, and we don't even know it. We
Yeah.
don't know the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're
So,
so caught up with playing a role on a regular basis, but it's like you're acting. It's like you've become an actor. Like you're one way when you go to this place, you're a different way when you're with another person, and you're just taking on different roles.
no, it is acting. Dog,
Mm.
the only the only people in Black America that can really be themselves, I gotta be
Yeah.
honest, is people from the hood.
Mm.
I hate to say it, but they can kind of, and I'm not condoning their behavior, but
Yeah.
they can kind of just be free to be ratchet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
once you get out of that area, you have to worry about offending the
Mm.
people in power. And
Mm.
black women are more free to be black than black men
Yeah.
because the way society work is men compete with men. So if there was an
I think
issue,
it's just different struggles. I
well,
think it's just
I understand what you're saying, but here's what let me finish that point.
yeah. Hmm.
When it comes to race relations, men fight men, right?
Mm.
So if there was problem between Hispanics and blacks, the Hispanic men gonna step to the black men. They're not gonna
Yeah.
step to black women.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? Men
Mm.
fight men. Men compete with men. Now, they may use the women in other ways, but when it comes to the heavy lifting, it's men on men.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? And that's the way it always been. That's the way it should be.
Mm.
So, because of the heavy consequences that a lot of black men could face by being themselves, they choose not to. Because if your job is attached to it, then of course nobody's gonna,
Mm.
upset the apple tree. I mean,
Yeah.
come on now. So, but what I noticed with a lot of black women is
Mm.
they can go up in these corporate offices and still have that bulldog mentality and be an alpha
Yeah.
female and stuff like
Mm.
that. And a lot of white men, they like it because they benefit off the hard work and labor of this woman.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And more
Mm-hmm.
more times than not, if a black woman has to support herself with no husband or no man in her life, well, she
Mm.
needs that job. So she's going to fight for that company like it's her own. So it's
Yeah.
win-win for everybody. You see what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Yeah.
So why would they need black men in that scenario? Why would they need the men when they got this
Mm.
black alpha female that's going to do the
Yeah.
dirty work? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So That's just my experience with these things, man. And it kind
Mm,
of is what it is. I think a lot of black men get upset because that's the case, but you can't get upset if another group of men give your woman an opportunity.
mm,
If you ain't give her an opportunity, what you complaining for?
mm,
It's kind of like, well, I don't know if y'all have it in the UK, but it's kind of like a lot of these Arab stores that set up shop in
mm.
the hood. The first
Yeah.
thing they do is hire a young black.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah. No, I get it. I think probably like men feel left out in a way, like when it comes to these corporate opportunities, and like they feel like because the women have been put in a certain position, they're not getting to where they need to get to when really they should be the providers. Is that what you mean?
Um, I don't really mean that,
Okay.
per se,
Mm,
because I just have a different belief system
yeah.
on a personal level.
Mm,
Um, let's say that you was my lady, right? Let's say you was my
yeah.
wife, right?
Yeah.
And me as a man,
Mm,
if another man came and gave you an opportunity, I
mm,
have to immediately match that. Like, hold on,
yeah.
like, hold on, partner. That's my lady.
Yeah.
I got this.
Yeah.
Gucci. Thank you,
Yeah.
but no thank you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But if I'm not in a position to do that,
Yeah.
and I can't say nothing at all until I'm in that position to do that. But
Mm,
that's just my mentality. I'm not going to get mad at you as the woman
mm,
and say, "Oh, fuck you, B." You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
How dare you take that opportunity? No.
Yeah.
My job is to create the opportunity and
Mm,
create the environment so you can have what you need.
yeah.
That should be my job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?